Felicia here. Thank you for joining me on my channel, The Butterfly Effect. Today I'm going to be doing a behind the scenes tarot reading for the Divine Masculine. Thank you for my old subscribers, my new subscribers, and if you are just checking me out for the first time and you resonate with this reading or the way I read resonates with you, I encourage you to please like, share, and subscribe. Now, with that being said, I'm going to jump right in. Please excuse me if you can hear my daughter calling me in the background. You know, what can I say? It's Saturday. But we're going to move forward anyway. So today I was guided to clarify with 3 cards from the Dreams of Gaia tarot deck, as opposed to the 2 that I usually do. So I guess Spirit really wants to get into it with the Divine Masculines. So let's get it. Okay, so first card drawn was the World. Clarifying cards, 9 of Fire, Thought, and Youth. Okay, Divine Masculine, so you recently finished out a cycle. So you finished the old cycle and started a new one. Now, the old cycle brought you to a point where you wanted to know who you really are. So everything that happened in that old cycle, everything that happened in the past was to get you to this point right now. So in the past, you started to ask yourself questions like what's real and what's not real for you. You started to really step back and, analyze why you're doing things the way you're doing them. Is it because you want to do it, or because you were programmed to do it, you were conditioned to do it, it's tradition? And I keep hearing I'm tired of that. Divine Masculine, you're just tired of following the rules. You want to make your own rules now. You want to do things that make you happy. So in the past, you realized that what you were doing was not for you anymore. And you've begun a new cycle where you are focusing on that. If you see, the World card is 29, 9 and 2, that's 11. That's new beginnings, right? So you started a new beginning. You know, also in this Youth card, there's a wolf here, if you can see that. Right? So this talks about you being protected. Divine Masculines, you are divinely guided, divinely protected, divinely supported. You also started to think deeper, right? So you started to go beneath the surface of things on a worldly plane. So instead of just thinking about money and having nice things and being stable in a sense of just having a lot of money, you started to think deeper than that. What is true happiness for me? These Divine Masculines are thinking about what is what is happiness to me? I didn't mean to say divine. So what is divine happiness to me? There's a reason why that word came out. Divine Masculine, you also realize that in order for you to create what you really want to create for yourself, you need to be the best version of yourself. So you started a new cycle. You closed out an old cycle and started a new one where you are in the process of becoming, right? Becoming who you really are supposed to be. Mastering yourself. Mastering your craft. A lot of you Divine Masculines are really good at what you do. You're really good at your jobs. And you are being guided and led to start in this new cycle of incorporating the two, right? It's more of a The same way how you learn to master whatever it is you were doing in the past is the same way how you master what you are to do now. It's just an example of that you are very capable of doing whatever it is you put your mind to, right? And you're starting to realize you started a new cycle of realizing what it is you really want to do with yourself. And you have this attitude of, I'm going to let tomorrow worry about itself, and I'm going to think about the moment. I'm going to focus on what I'm doing now, who I am becoming now. And if you see here, his third eye is opening, right? And he's beginning to bloom. Bloom from where you are planted. I'm hearing this quote, do not judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds you plant. I do not know who said that quote, but it is a favorite quote of mine and it just popped into my head. Divine Masculines, you've started a new cycle where you are planting seeds. You are planting seeds and they are growing. And you're moving towards that. You know, this is 9 of Fire. This is about action, right? So this new cycle that you have entered is about you acting on, thinking about. You're thinking about what you're doing. You're not just doing things because it's tradition or it's condition or it's routine. You want to do things that you want to do. You want to do things that represent who you are. In the past, you came to that realization. You're moving towards your freedoms. You're creating freedom for yourself. Okay, Divine Masculine. So presently, we have all tied up in reverse. Death and rebirth. Nine of Air. And 4 of Air. Okay, so this flows. I'm laughing because this so flows. So you started a new cycle, Divine Masculine, of discovering your freedom, right? You let go of the restrictions. And currently, that is what you are focused on. So you're not feeling tied to anything anymore. You're letting go of those old patterns. You're letting go of those old conditioning traditions, things that made you feel restricted, things that made you feel like you had to do things a certain way because that's just the way it was. You let go of all of that. And you are focusing on creating new for yourself, a new foundation for yourself. And it comes from you knowing who you really are. So you see, in this card, the Death and Rebirth card, there's a snake here. So the snake, and there's a frog. So the frog talks about being empowered, and the snake talks about shedding the old, right? Because you know the snake sheds its skin. So you are letting go of those old patterns, those old things, to make room for the new. I also look at this as your inner child, right? Getting in touch with your inner child and your own innate creativity. This also talks about knowing yourself. You see in this card, there's a sword of truth, knowing who you are. So Divine Masculine, you are focusing on you and what it is that you want for yourself, like who you really are, so you can create those things. That's so funny. That's exactly what the Divine Feminines are doing right now too. So funny. And you're starting to see, like, your eye is open, your third eye is open. You're starting to see your truth. What is real for you and what's not real for you anymore. You're also starting to see things for what they really are. You know, and your eye, see, in both of these cards, your eye is open. In all three of these cards, your eye is open. So you're starting to see things clearly. You're starting to see, or not even starting, you're focusing now on what is for you. You want to know who you are, 100%. Who you are, what you're capable of, what your limitless potential is. And divine masculines, you have an ability about you to pick up things rather quickly, master things rather quickly. And that is what you are doing. You're learning how to master yourself. You are also in the process of creating new structures, new routines for yourself that align with who you are and what you want for your life. So you are, divine masculines, you're finally beginning to go against the grain. You're not following what anybody's doing anymore. You want to do what you want to do. And that's what you're focusing on. You're a new person, divine masculine. You're a new energy. When I was pulling these cards, I felt like this burst of energy, like, woo. like I wanted to just get up and just run around, you know. And you have this new renewal of energy. Fresh new energy to match who you are now. And you are opening up. You're opening up to the possibilities. You are allowing the universe to guide you. You are following your intuition. Yes, you're following your intuition on how to structure your environment now too. Yes. So that's presently what you're focusing on, divine masculine, creating new for yourself, because you're in a new cycle. Whole new energy, whole new cycle. It's all new here. And you feel free. You're starting to feel free, and you're figuring out what to do with your newfound, newly created freedom. Okay, divine masculine. So moving into the future and guidance. We have the Garden and the Gate in reversed. The Sage. Seven of Earth. Oh, and Self. So guidance for you, divine masculines. Spirit wants you to move towards your purpose. And that's exactly what you are going to be doing. You are focusing on what to do with your freedom now and how to structure that, because you are moving into your calling. I keep hearing activated. You've been activated, divine masculines. You've been activated, and it's time to get to work. Right? So you are being called to ground yourself, know yourself, so that you can be yourself. Because just like divine feminines, in order for you to pursue your spiritual path, your purpose, you have to work in your own innate, natural brilliance. If you see here, there is a dragon and there is a fire. There is a fire rising up in her, right? So this talks about your passions, to follow your passions. Right? That is going to lead you to what your purpose is. That is your spiritual pursuit. That is your path. And your abundance will come from that. You are in a new cycle where your abundance will be created from merging what you've learned from the past with who you are now and who you are to become, if that makes sense with you. So the same way how you learn how to master whatever job you were doing and making money in that way is the same way how Spirit wants you to redirect that energy and focus on mastering who you are so you can create abundance for yourself. Your abundance, as you can see, it is your time. You are in a cycle. You've begun a new cycle. A new cycle where things will manifest for you with ease and grace, as long as you are being true to yourself, as long as you are operating from your own innate brilliance and you are being divinely guided to do this, right? If you see in these two cards, their eyes are closed, right? Their eyes are closed because they don't need their physical eyes to see what they're supposed to do. They're following their intuition. They're following their inner guidance. They are stilling their mind so that they can get their downloads. And that's exactly what Spirit wants you to do. Spirit is guiding you to ground yourself. Take time to meditate. Take time to connect with nature. Take time to connect with yourself. Still your mind so that you can get your downloads, so that you can get your messages, so that you can get your guidance. What you are supposed to do is only going to come from you. Your soul knows what you're supposed to be doing here. And it's time. I'm seeing it's time. It's mission time. And you are moving into that. And Spirit is guiding you on how to do that. It's okay to be different. It's okay to go against the grain. It's okay to be looked at as eccentric or crazy. That's okay. Be the individual that you are. Be you. Spirit said to tell you to be you. Know yourself and show that to the world. That is where your abundance is going to come from. It is your time now. This cycle is for you. This is your cycle to do that, to be yourself. And that's exactly what you're going to be doing. I just want to personally say congratulations, Divine Masculines. I know that it's not easy. It was not easy to get here, right? Also, there's also a wolf in the Sage card as well. You are being divinely protected, divinely guided, divinely supported. Follow your passions. Allow yourself to transform into who you really are. It's time, and you are going to be doing that. Okay, Divine Masculines, this is what I have for you. I think this was a great reading. I feel so energized, right? I want to go and party. I feel so good from this reading, this energy. This energy is very like, wow, wow, wow. I love it. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Divine Masculines. I hope this message has blessed you in some way, shape, or form. You have yourself a fantastic morning, noon, or night. I also I have a special announcement. So the programs that are offered in my description box by Sophia Charles are now for sale for half price. So this is priced at you have no excuse not to get it. Right rate. That's what's going on right now, because that's how important it is for these programs to get out. That's how important it is for you to do these programs, right? So take a look at the programs in my description box. They are half price right now. Send me an email, purchase the programs. This will help you on your journey. This will help you on your mission. This is for healing and clearing out the clutter and the garbage so you can get on with being who you really are supposed to be. If you want a personal reading, please book me. I'll take a look at the information in my description box. You will get the details. Also, if you are looking for someone to help you walk through these programs, you can book me for a counseling session, or 2 or 3 or 5. It's up to you. The information is in my description box as well. So with that being said, thanks again so much, you all. I love you all. You are greatly, greatly appreciated. You have absolutely no idea, or maybe you do, because some of you are tarot readers. So I will see you on the flip side. You have yourself a fantastic day, lovelies. Bye.